Hi. Today I want to talk about the movie Caddo Lake. I think it is on HBO Max, or I think they just call it Max now, but I watched it on Prime through Max. You get what I'm trying to say. The movie is starring Dylan O'Brien and Eliza. Basically, the movie is think like time traveling, getting time looped. Long story short, there's these people, they live at Caddo Lake, and every time they go to this one area, well, not everybody, but the main character, Ellie and Paris, when they go to this area, essentially they get like trapped, stuck in a different time. The movie essentially centers around the main character, Ellie, looking for her younger sister, Anna. Now, Anna was adopted. Why is that relevant? It'll come up later. So basically, Dylan O'Brien's character, Paris, he ends up accidentally landing in this area, right? Now, Caddo Lake is a slow burn in the sense of like, there's no like dramatic fights or things like that going on in the earlier parts of the movie. But to me, the pacing is fine. I don't have an issue with it. I like the fact that it's kind of showing these characters, their families, their background stories, because it is integral to the story later on. Think of this like a big reveal. Okay, there's no scary monster taking kids. Like in the trailer, I was like, okay, is there like a monster? Is it aliens? What's doing it? Why are kids going missing? But it's actually none of that at all. To put it simply, the little girl Anna walks into this like foresty area and she never comes back out, right? Because she ends up being taken to 1952, which is insane. And so there's kind of like this time loop where she has a kid, like she has a kid, and then like honestly, it's hard to even explain, but just know all of these characters are connected and are actually related. Ellie ends up going back and learning about her dad, and when I tell you, when he didn't make it out the water, it literally annoyed me, made me so mad, because I'm like, he was so close. They were so close to each other, and it didn't work. And even then, we realized that the dam, I think the water, something about that water level makes the time change. It's something like that happening. I feel like the movie is almost 2 hours long. And for me, when I saw the trailer, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't interested. I didn't want to watch. But I was like, okay, it was on HBO Max and I was here. So I was like, okay, might as well watch it. I feel like it was good. The reveal of everything, I enjoyed that a lot. I just wouldn't say like it's a movie that I'm like, oh my God, everybody needs to see this before they die. No, I wouldn't say that. But if you're bored and have a free time and you like slow reveals, you like movies that, kind of peel back the layers and there's confusion and mystery around what's going on, I feel like you probably would like this movie. I don't feel like movies like this are really for me. I've never been a big fan of like the time travel loop stuff, so I don't think I ever was probably going to like this movie. But I didn't necessarily realize it was time travel when I watched it, so there's that. Also, I know this is probably like an extremely short review slash recap thing, but it's because this show, I left feeling more confused. Like I had to go to Reddit to try to see what exactly all of this meant. And I'm not mad at that. Sometimes they're in movies. It's a good thing when you don't really know exactly what happened. It gives some mystery, but I genuinely feel like it's hard to explain this movie without basically saying it's a time loop movie. That's the basically the gist of it. Is it's a time loop movie, and I really don't understand everything. I kind of have an idea of what's going on. That Paris saved his mom, but his mom had him, and it just, I don't know. It's a lot going on. Also, I wanted to say that I feel like his mother's seizures and bleeding and stuff from her ears was because she was in the wrong time period. So I noticed that with Ellie and Paris both, whenever they went to Caddo Lake in that certain area, they started to have those same symptoms of shaking and nose bleeding. And I'm thinking that's what caused her to have seizures, because she was in the wrong time space. She wasn't supposed to be there. So I think that's like a side effect. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And down below, make sure you tell me how you feel.